October's in the air, man. Can you feel it?
I can smell it.
It's
Actually,
fall.
like legitimate. You can smell it.
Yeah,
You can
because
totally smell it.
it's in the
It's
air.
beautiful.
But October also brings in MLB playoffs.
Hell yeah,
And our
brother.
Mariners have made it. They are the ALDS West champions,
They
and
sure
game
are.
is on right now.
Uh-huh.
We are going to get through this episode so we can catch up on the scores. But
Yes.
what's fun about it is just how together the fans city comes together.
Oh
Like
my God, I know.
it happens with football, anything.
Oh yeah.
It's a fun atmosphere where it just brings everyone together.
Well, and
Especially in a world that we live in today where everything's so divided. A team can
100%.
bring us all together.
100%. And I think it was like, to even take that a step further, I think it was cool because there was all the talk before the MLB put the schedule out for these games,
Hmm.
because who, like, they didn't know if like the Mariners were going to get the primetime games this weekend, which
Yeah.
they ended up getting the primetime games this weekend. But if not, then tomorrow they would have been playing in one of the earlier time slots, which would have coincided with the Seahawks game at 1:05
Yeah.
tomorrow, and that would have made for an absolute madhouse and shit show in downtown Seattle,
Yeah.
right? And so there was all the talk leading up to this week about, like, all the way up to Thursday, about whether or not the Seahawks game was going to get pushed, like,
Get flexed
later
out. Yeah.
or to a whole other day. That had even been mentioned.
Yeah.
And Mike McDonald, the players and stuff, giving their interviews throughout the week, and obviously getting asked about that. And I just thought it was super cool for Mike McDonald to be like, I don't care what time the game is. Honestly, he's like we'll move it whatever for them. Like, do you guys understand how huge this is for the city
Yeah.
that the Mariners are in the
It's,
postseason? Like, he's like, this is awesome. Like, we'll play at a different time if we have to. It's
yeah.
not going to change really anything for us.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
Exactly.
that's awesome too, because that's just that whole.
Just another thing.
It's
Yeah.
not like one sport stepping on another sport's toes and being like, what the fuck? It was like, no, we have their backs on this. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. We understand the magnitude of this.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan.
I'm RT Red.
Welcome to the show.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
We got some bourbon to start drinking on today.
Yes.
It was my cash in. I once again looked like an alcoholic single father, but this time it wasn't at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay. Good.
This time it was at like
5:30. No, you can't buy till 6.
yeah,
So.
yeah. No, it was like 10:30 probably
Okay.
this morning. We came out to Enumclaw. Me and Lainey did, because Lindsay was working today, so me and Lainey had the day together, and which Buggy Daddy days are some of my favorite days of my week, is when I get to just hang out with my daughter. And we went out to the Copper Kettle in Enumclaw for breakfast, and after we did breakfast, I was like, oh, I gotta go over to QFC to get the bourbon, because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna have another chance, and we're right here. So I did that. So I got it at QFC in Enumclaw today.
All right. What do we got?
Make sure I'm not gonna drop it. I don't remember. It was like 3 hours ago now that I put it in here. So all right.
And the reveal is
We have, and I did this on, like, I kind of made a connection here with and you might figure out what the connection is. Bakers. Any idea? Any idea what my connection here was?
Nope.
Well, the Seahawks just happen to be playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tomorrow, and their quarterback just happens to be Baker Mayfield. And I saw this, and I was like, that's cool, because I like Baker Mayfield. I've always liked Baker Mayfield. I've always honestly enjoyed Tampa Bay, and tomorrow's the 50th anniversary game where it's the double throwback jerseys.
Yeah.
And it is, I don't even know if it's arguable, honestly. I know, like, every fan base is going to, like, go to bat for their own team. Well, maybe not all of them, but about their throwback jerseys. But I think if you did like a across the league of fans, I feel like Seattle and Tampa's throwback jerseys might take the cake.
I think I would agree with that.
Like the orange creamsicle might be my favorite.
Oh,
And they're so fucking dope, dude.
yeah.
And the white that they're wearing, the white with the orange creamsicle numbers, like, oh, they're so fucking cool. Anyways, that was why I saw this. I had another one, and then I saw this, and I was like, I've never even heard of this before.
But we're gonna tie
So
it in.
yeah, I figured out that kind of makes
Oh.
a cool little tie-in to our weekend and sports, everything we were just talking about.
Hell yeah.
So, got a little blurb here. This says, I spent a good deal of my life up at the Claremont, Kentucky distillery for a time. I even lived in a house right there on the grounds. This land has been home to Jim Beam spirits for nearly 100 years. Now we make our special small batch bourbons here too, carrying on the legacy of fine handmade bourbon that's been a part of this family for 7 generations. I'm proud to have my name on a piece of that legacy, a single barrel bourbon good enough to drink neat.
Nice.
So it's Baker's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel. It's 107 proof. It says aged 7 years minimum.
Okay.
All right.
How much was this bad boy at QFC?
This one, wasn't on the cheaper end. I will say that, but it's not like one of our highest price points
Yeah.
either. It was like the ticket price. It was on sale for like $73.99 or something. So when I walked out, it was like 90. Yeah. So, but I liked the cork.
Yeah,
that was
cork
one of the
is
things. That was like one of the
awesome.
first things that drew my attention because I was like, the bottle itself looks pretty kind of basic and normal, right? It's just like a normal rounded shouldered bottle
Yeah.
up to the neck. But then you have this like really detailed, like a prevalent lip out here.
Yeah.
And then there's like the gap. It kind of reminds me of like the hilt of a sword.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like if this was the
Yeah.
handle of the sword. Anyways, that's
It looks awesome. I'm excited
let's
to
see.
try.
Let's see. Oh,
Ooh, it's better than my pop from last week.
yeah, that was a good one.
I think it looks good.
Alrighty. I'll pick it up later. Every time.
Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
dude. Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm going 9.5 already on it. I'm
Shit.
not even going to talk about
That
this.
was okay.
No, I mean it's a high one for me. Another just really simple sip on. Like this is
Yeah.
it goes down so smooth. It got a little kick that goes kind of right into the nose, which
Yeah, that was
a little new.
Yes, that was like the main thing was I was like I feel like that almost cleared my sinuses,
Yeah.
and that happened so quick
Mm-hmm.
that I was like waiting for it to just like burn,
Yeah.
but it didn't.
Yeah, the burns at the tip of the
That
but
was
then in the
like
nose.
shocking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like wasabi.
Yeah.
Like it was like, but like doesn't taste like wasabi, but it was just that kind of same burn. It was up in the sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It
was
got-
just when I felt that I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be rough. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was smooth as fuck. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Once that ice cube really kicks in there and this gets colder, because neither of us are neat
Mm-hmm.
people, we're on the rocks type dudes. And once that really cools down, that's gonna be absolutely delightful. Yeah,
That's a good sweetness, too.
I think I'm rocking like a 8.75 for me.
Okay.
It's up there. It's definitely up there. I think we've had some other ones on here that I've put a little higher.
Yeah.
Not that aren't quite in that 10. You know, like that.
I gotta
9
start.
to
I gotta
9.5.
start comparing it more to others, and I think that will help grade out things a little better. Yeah.
This really does have a really crazy profile though,
Yeah.
because it's like you get that like kind of crazy nasal burn.
But it's
You
sweet.
get a sweetness, but then it has like a pretty strong smoke flavor on the aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot going. That's good.
It's
I
good.
enjoyed that.
I'm excited for
Hell
this
yeah,
one. It's
man.
gonna be a great
That's
sip
good
on.
stuff. Oh, I'm kind of jealous to see what cocktail you come up with next week because I'll be hunting, so I won't be here. I'll be listening from the woods. That's bringing us on over to Boats. Let's rock and roll, my boy. RT, what you want to talk about?
Going to talk about Monday Night Raw. I'm going to talk about AJ Styles. He says the thing that I wanted him to say. Beat up John Cena. But also, I wanted to just talk on what a great team him and Dragon Lee made.
I know.
Like that match
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
No pun intended.
I don't I don't necessarily want to see AJ Styles in a tag team for this last run of his career,
for sure.
but if anyone was to team up with him, I like the pairing of Dragon Lee. Also, want to talk on how he's kind of been shooting on backstage. You know, he was like upset that it took fans to really get a match with John Cena. Like the fans, it wasn't
creative
putting him in a spot. He says, I love wrestling. It takes fans to get me out here, you know, like, and it just, I don't know if it's real or if it's story, because there was another thing a couple of weeks ago where he kind of went off.
He kind of went off.
And so I don't know if it's story and they're kind of building into it.
That was in like a dark match promo too, right? Like it wasn't like actually.
It was on the live Raw. Like if you watched it live, when it's supposed to be a commercial, it was playing.
Gotcha.
But the US, if it's commercial, you didn't see it. So
gotcha.
It was during that segment, but it's interesting and like I kind of get it. Like this is his last run. He said he's very close to, you know, calling it quits.
Yeah,
and
it's like next year.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And he's not being used.
Yeah.
Really, and so
not in any way like good.
Yeah. And I'm excited for the match. I like that if it is real, AJ's calling it how it is, and
that's
he
awesome.
deserves it. Like, what's gonna happen? They let him go.
And if that's not real, then that is a really good use by creative to then like turn the tables on themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
either
smart.
way. It's
either
cool.
way. Yes, either way, it's smart. It's a good idea, and it's getting us talking, right? It's getting people talking. So
exactly.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great match between him and Cena. So looking forward to that. Love that he said to beat up John Cena, because that was just classic AJ Styles when they started their feud. So next up, Dirty Dom. Has had another moment.
Yes, he did.
I would call it a moment. He's taking on this Eddie Guerrero's legacy, and I think the Guerreros are good with it. I feel like they're leaning into, like, if there was any talks, they're like, go ahead. Like, it just, he does it so well, and this match with Rusev was one he was by himself.
Yeah.
Tried to pull the classic Eddie chair thing, that didn't work, and then he flipped it again by giving him the low blow.
Gets the low blow from behind the ref's back and the roll up win.
It was classic, man.
This is a roll up win that I'm good with.
Yes.
Because it makes sense. It's not out of the blue. It makes sense. It fits the persona, just like it was with Becky when she did it like those 2 times in the defenses, right? The roll up for the heel in that situation makes sense.
100%. It's just Dirty Dom is getting better and better each week. Like, and it's not even like his in-ring is great. It's the character, Dirty Dom, and the fans are with him.
And he's
going to be one of the biggest stars.
Yeah, and it makes sense too, because he is not Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Like physically, he's not. Eddie was a smaller statured, but he was fucking jacked, right?
Yeah.
Dom is not at all, right? He's tall, but he's a beanpole, right? He's not jacked in any way, shape, or form. So him going up against somebody like Rusev, that's the type of thing that you're used to being like, oh, this is a squash match for Rusev. Like he's going to just destroy this guy, right? But then they're putting it in this angle and this spin with Dom being this new take on the Eddie legacy character.
Yeah.
And it's working, and it allows him to get a believable win.
Yeah.
So it's like all in all, it was great. It protects Rusev when he's kind of been on this little bit of a, up and up run here, you might call it. And it also obviously keeps the title on Dom, which is very necessary right now.
Yeah.
Like you can't have him lose that. He's the double champ right now. It's causing issues with Judgment Day. Like there's all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah. No,
it's awesome.
It's awesome, and that just watching it happen, it just took me back to Eddie, watching Eddie, and
for sure.
it felt good. It feels good, and I'm loving it, every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this could have gone either way. These next two talking
Oh.
points. So Seth and Cody, just the whole night in general, from the video package that defined their rivalry to Seth Rollins going, I don't care that I'm 0-3. That was a different me. It was a different you. We're in different parts of our career. Now we're the two heads of the company.
We were two guys fighting to get there.
Yeah.
Now we are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he was like, I helped you because you were the lesser of two evils in regards to WrestleMania 40. And I've said it before, but Seth Rollins is just like the bad guy. You believe everything he says is true. Like, you believe it. You eat it up, whether you like it or not. And he's the bad guy. But I don't know. He just really shined in this. I feel like Cody's kind of looking like the weak one on the mic in this whole situation. Like, he keeps on bringing up Brock Lesnar. This feud currently doesn't have anything to do with Brock Lesnar. Like, just because maybe Paul Heyman's making a decision behind his back. Like, the feud is you two. Championship versus championship, it's that's what you should be focused on. And I don't know. Just the whole night was really solid with how they're building this up for a match. Like, I'm not too huge on the crown jewel match. Like, it is what it is.
I mean, I think it's
a cool idea.
I think they fucked up by it not being the actual title.
Yeah.
By it being a ring.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. If it was a title that they get to like hold until the next year or something, and then like if they're not in the match, then they hand it off to the new winner.
Yeah.
Something like that to make it more of a legacy type thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because then you could potentially have like, the 2-time defending type thing, like, but yeah, the fact that it's just a ring and like we didn't see anything about it again until 2 weeks ago when Cody had the ring. Like, he talked about the fact that he had the crown jewel ring before he has still not talked about the fact that he's the WWE champion. What?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying with that though, where it's like
and he's cleansing the timeline, which I thought was just a cold ass line.
Yes, absolutely.
Spoiler, title name.
Yep, I know. I seen it. I loved it. Yeah. No, I think the build to this has been good, especially on Seth's part.
Yeah.
Like, Seth has, like you just pretty much said, but he's pretty much in the driver's seat of this, and it's.
I feel like he's got to win this one.
I know, but
it's Cody we're dealing with here. So
I don't know. I know, and I don't. I know. I know. I don't know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know that I don't know that I don't know that I know. Anyways,
my banger of the night.
Okay.
It's not Roman Reigns returning. It's dealing with that. It's the whole closing, literal last few seconds. It was that, basically. We got Roman, who's basically throughout the bloodline saying Jay was the next man up, and I feel like that's what this is leading to, is just, I told you, you go over them, you put them down, and the real selling point of this was Jimmy in the background just showing concern on his face. Like, he doesn't want Jay to take on head of the table kind of role. He doesn't want him to be the tribal chief because he saw what it did to Roman. Yeah. And I just, it burns us, precious. This is, burns us. Like, we talk about how we don't want the bloodline anymore because of Solo. If this is the bloodline storyline we're doing, I'm all for it.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm in.
Like, if you're with the OG bloodline.
And like, we've seen the Oos versus Oos before, right? We've seen the Jimmy versus Jay, but if that's kind of what it leads to eventually again, could potentially be like a WrestleMania headlining version of this match, which I would be all here for because like it would be about goddamn time you push Jimmy to that fucking point.
I mean, I could even see it being another Roman J where like Roman is pushing him into this,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
but it Jay lets it go to his head, and then
Yeah.
Roman has to be the one to take him down a pedestal. I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know
whatever
either.
it is, that whole 10, 15 seconds, however long that was, that closing segment was gold.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed that too, and that was it had me doing the Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, I saw that right there, Jimmy. I saw your face. You can't hide from me, you scoundrel.
It's just fun to see kind of what we've been going, what is going on with Jay, and now the pieces are coming into play. You're seeing it, get it plugged in. This is the good stuff, man, and I love it.
Moving on over to the SmackDown.
Smack down.
As my mother-in-law calls it, the SmackDown.
Is she Santina Morella?
It's the SmackDown.
John Cena.
First thing I have here, and this is a little throughout the night, all right, but it started in the end in the like the opening segment, but things happened multiple times throughout the night here that something we've been talking about for a long fucking time here. The Randy Orton seeds are they have planted the seeds, they have watered the seeds, and I think they're getting ready to fuck that plant. You know what I mean? I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if Orton costs Cody at Crown Jewel.
I think it's a Survivor Series thing.
Okay.
War Games thing, maybe.
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right. But it's happening. And there were way too many Orton glances at the title last night for them to continue to draw this out any farther. Because they've done it really well over the course of the last year, where it's been like once every couple months almost. You know, and then he got hurt and like whatever, all the things happen. But you end up on last night, and it was every time they were on screen together, Orton's glancing like behind Cody's back type of thing.
Yeah.
Or when Cody's not realizing it, Orton's glancing at the title.
Yeah.
And he's looking at it, and he's like, I need that fucking title. Right? So that continues to happen. And again, as it has been from the get, it's fucking beautiful. It's gold. They're doing it so well because they're doing it to where Cody isn't seeing it so perfectly. And it's a blink and you'll miss it type thing.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say that. I was like, I love that we've been able to catch it. Like me and you have been seeing it, have been talking on it. But it is every single moment is a blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
Kind of like little seedling there.
Every single one.
And then now we're getting Paul Heyman feeding into it. I know he's just trying to divide it, but it's those talking points are real that he brought up, you know, and so I'm here for the ride because it's a good one, and just how slowly it's building to hopefully just an amazing culmination will be great.
Yeah, I had a hard time here. There's something I left off of this list that I would have liked to throw out. So I'm just gonna say it. And we don't need to talk about it. I appreciated the Crown Jewel contract signing.
Oh, okay.
Because this one was one after just last week or the week before or whatever where I like shit on contract signings. This one actually felt like it did something for the match with Stephanie Vecchia and Tiffany Stratton. That's all I'll say. I just want to throw it out and kind of give them their flowers. Like this was one that I actually felt like did help prop this up because it wasn't, there was no shenanigans, there was nothing. It was just actually a legit straightforward.
Well, now I do want to talk on it though.
Okay,
I mean, this led to Julia coming out, and
that's fine.
It finally feels like this segment felt like they're pushing Julia. Like it's like she's on the verge of putting. I'm not sold on Kiana James being her manager, not liking that at all. But there was a different Julia walking out this time with like confidence and everything,
Yeah.
and I like that. So hopefully this wasn't just a one-off and that they build on it. But
Yeah.
that's all I
Yeah.
got to say on that.
No, I agree 100%. It was unexpected too.
Yeah.
Like totally unexpected to have that be who it was that was coming out, and especially in that moment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that is definitely one thing. So yeah,
Something to watch
all in
out for.
all, I thought that whole segment from start to finish was strong. I thought it was solid. I just switched talking points because we actually talked on that one. The other one I had there that I just switched out is just saying Soul Ruka's fucking so
She's
fucking
so
good.
good.
I can't wait till she's actually up on the main roster.
Oh,
She's so fucking good.
that Soul Snatcher, man.
It's such a cool move.
I
It
mean,
really is such a cool move.
at first you think like about the movie, you're just like, you have to like kind of suspend disbelief about
Yeah.
how it, but she's gotten better at it.
Yes.
And
She's gotten
it's
better
just
at it.
it comes out of nowhere.
And the setup is the whole thing for it, right?
Yes.
And the ability to kind of knock the opponent groggy for a second and then them turn around and catch it is
It's so good.
it's no different than the Cody Cutter or
Yeah.
the fucking
Oh yeah.
the Buckshot Lariat,
Yeah.
any of those,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Charlotte Flair's fucking front handspring clothesline, right? Like all of those, it's the same thing, and this one seems like it's actually the most devastating of them
Yeah.
all.
100% agree.
My next talking point, now that I'm kind of ending up with 5 here on accident, I didn't mean to, Tim, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The Wyatt Six and the Street Profits angle is fucking starting to heat up, I think. I thought the video package interrupting them backstage was pretty fucking solid last night. The Wyatt Six video packages are great. I hope we keep getting those because of just the time of the year that we're in right now. It just fucking fits. So it's like lean into this more. It's October. It's spooky season. Let's get more of this going. I think we are missing the Nikki Cross getting involved somewhere in the women's division angle, though. Like she lurked in the back,
and then
we haven't seen anything since.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a long play here, something like that. I hope so. But yeah, I think that I think this is heating up to be a solid match between what eventually is going to be a title match between the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six, and we're getting all of this without any form of other tag team stuff now, which I'm good with because we had it was dope when we had it, and we had it for a fucking while, but now that has calmed down, and I think that's for the better.
Yeah, agreed. I 100% agree. I thought it's just good storytelling. It just with what Uncle Howdy was doing, or Bo Dallas. It was Bo Dallas, getting in between the two of them, and then just playing that clip in their hype video, or that video was really cool. Just putting seeds of doubt.
Yep.
I don't want the Street Profits necessarily to split up, but it's cool that the seeds are being planted there, and how they're playing it out. So yeah.
And finally, my banger of the night, the finale of the show. Not necessarily the match itself, because I mean it was fine. Like it was your typical, like Michael Cole even alluded to it. It was like the Mega Powers type of like your current day. It's Orton and Cody teaming up together, right? It's like
true.
It really is like the New Day, Hogan and Macho Man idea, right?
Yeah.
And then taking on obviously the Bronze, and the match was fine. I don't really have anything huge to talk about it on either end of the spectrum there. It was pretty much straight down the middle, kind of what you would expect, with the, like, even more so with the ending of it being Seth getting involved. And I think that is part of why I'm talking, because we have seen so much happen now without the actual Vision being together over the last few weeks.
That's true.
Like, Seth has been on his own thing, like hasn't had almost anything to do with them. Right? And that's where I was kind of like, what is going on? Like, is Seth the leader of this, or is it Heyman?
Yeah.
Because Heyman's been everywhere, involved in everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird angle, and so I liked last night seeing Seth come out and get involved to get the Bronze the win there.
Yeah.
Right? So I like that. But I think the big thing for this that made it the banger for me was those closing moments
Paul Heyman said, don't do it.
Because I sense some distrust now building more and more between Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's trying to get him to, hey, don't do it. He's in your head. He's telling him, he's in your head. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then what happens? Seth does it, doesn't listen to him, doesn't trust him enough, doesn't listen to him, slides in, takes a Cody cutter.
Yep.
And that whole time, Heyman's holding the bronze back.
Yep.
Heyman was not letting the bronze go and then avenge Seth.
Yeah.
That was like a you live and you learn moment.
Yeah.
From Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's shit brewing there too. Like there's something burning up underneath the vision right now, as equally as there is between the new age. Fuck, I just said it.
Mega Power.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I agree. I thought that segment was really good. I was not here for the main event just because that's all we've been seeing is the bronze.
Yeah.
Raw mainly, but now it's creeped over to SmackDown and they're the main event again over here. But I did love Seth getting involved because I was questioning the same thing. I'm like, Seth is the Vision, right? And he's nowhere to be seen in anything. He's been with Becky,
and that's the thing is like when he is seen, they're not with him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just seems like they're supposed to be this like power stable, and it's just there's been a lot of separation.
Yeah.
Between them.
So yeah, that was refreshing to see, and just the whole don't do it, and then he gets caught was just. It was the icing on the cake for the show. I thought it was so good, and to your point, he is holding the bronze back, and Paul Heyman's he's the puppeteer, you know. He's pulling the strings no matter where he's sitting, right?
Absolutely. Bringing us on over to the belts question of the week this week. RT Reg, you posed it.
I posed this. There's been a lot of talk on the interweb, the internet fans are voicing concern about the current product. You know, they're saying it's stale. You know, and Triple H, Papa H has started off really strong and feels like we're just getting a lot of the same stuff and whatnot. I don't necessarily agree. There are parts where I think there's parts,
levels to it for sure.
There's parts, but in that discussion, if you could change one thing about the recent product, what would it be and why?
I will say I wrote this answer before watching SmackDown this morning.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm still going to stick with it because it really depends on what we talked about earlier and what comes from it. So I wrote, this is easily the number one answer for me is the misuse of the women's mid-card titles right now.
Mm-hmm.
That I think is the number one thing that just feels stale and mistreated and everything. Specifically the U.S. since Chelsea dropped it. Like when she first won it and she ran with it, it was nothing but gold. Like it was the strongest women's title on the entire fucking company at that point. And then she dropped it and it has been literally nothing since.
Yeah.
With the little caveat now that if they do something with what took place last night with Julia, then you might be getting some traction and you might be having something, but that's still in such fetal stages that you can't fucking pin anything on that to change my answer here. And I would even argue, even Becky now, since she ended the Bayley and Lyra angle, it's not really been much of anything. Like it was the Punk and AJ angle, and then it was she just randomly faced again fucking Maxine.
Yeah.
Or she's going to.
Yeah, I think she's going to.
Yeah, she's going to this coming, but it's just like fuck. You know what I mean? Like fuck. So
yeah.
It's that's my answer is the women's mid-card title status right now is I think disappointing to say the least.
I like it. I like it. Funny enough, it's not the mid. I said the presentation of all the titles needs to be better.
Okay.
Just they're doing a good job kind of rotating the defenses, like except for the Raw tag team titles, which I saw a graphic 100 days without a title defense. I think that needs to change, but I think it needs to like I think I read a while ago Triple H said taking away like them being on screen every week makes them feel bigger. But they don't even talk about, like you said, Cody Rhodes hasn't even really talked about being the champion. He
Yeah.
defended it. He doesn't talk about being the champion very much. I just want them to talk about it more, have more story about it, and just make it feel bigger. And I think defending it regularly needs to be a thing, whether it's the 30-day rule or something, but it's Finn Balor and JD not defending them all but one time so
Yeah.
far is a joke. The U.S. title, the women's one, has been a joke, and they're just belts now on their shoulder versus being a prominent thing. Like, what are we fighting for? Like, you can do those storylines like AJ Lee and Punk versus Seth and Becky was good. It didn't need a title in there.
Yeah.
It has them, but that's not the focus point.
And to kind of build off that specific point of what you're saying there, yeah, it had them, and they were involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the titles were actually involved, even though they weren't on the line, but they were still involved in that angle.
Yeah.
Which was solid.
Yeah.
And I was gathering some thoughts. Did you mention Sammy?
I kind of leave him off because what he's
That's
doing
the
is
one. Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying. That's the one title right now that you could actually like. The men's mid card titles are probably the two strongest titles on the company right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, like Dom with the IC, I would argue like he's defended it multiple times over the last couple months.
It started off slow, but he's getting there.
And it's that again, that building of that aura, that kind of persona that we're getting, right? And then Sammy with the US Open challenge is
it's building
it's
building
really
those two, and I like that. And that's what, but a championship is a big deal, or that's what it's been presented for years and years. Like, I get having just superstar being the big thing, but it's a like in the end of the day, you're chasing after a championship, and I want that presented better.
Yeah,
so that's what I got.
Yeah, 100%. Bringing us on over to Blockbusters. Totally sounded like you just said Buttbusters.
Buttbusters.
That is probably a category under a specific adult version of Blockbusters.
I like it.
There's the trailer. All right, first up for our focus features this week, we have We Bury the Dead.
I fucking hate you. I was about to place this on there, and then I'm grateful I didn't because something better came.
I don't know about better, but they both look fucking wild.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that. But the synopsis for We Bury the Dead is, after a catastrophic American military experiment resulting in mass casualties across Tasmania, Ava joins a body retrieval unit to help identify the dead and search for her husband in the southern part of the island. As Ava makes her way south across the ravaged landscape, she soon learns that some of the victims of the disaster are coming back to life. The cast of this is Daisy Ridley, Brenton Thwaites, Mark Cole-Smith, and the release date will be January 2nd, 2026, and it will be out in the cinemas.
Ooh.
Go to your local theaters and support them, you fuckers. Anyway, this fucking trailer,
so good.
Is this one that you'd been following for a while and were waiting
no,
for it to? Okay, same.
I heard nothing.
I was gonna say, like, I just happened to be on YouTube.
Probably at the same time I was, because literally there was nothing, and then I saw it.
Yeah.
I got on and it was posted.
Yeah. And so I literally just happened to be watching, and it was a completely random. It was like a fucking Seahawks interview or something. Like, it was like an interview with a player or something on YouTube, and then I backed out of that video, and then that popped up, and I was like, oh, what the fuck's that? And I clicked it. I'm watching it. I was watching it as I was walking from the lower field back to the school in between classes. Like I'm watching it, I was like, what the fuck? This looks fucking wild. So you don't get a lot as to outside of obviously like what the synopsis says within the thing. Like, you know, it's some form of zombie-esque type thing.
Yeah.
It's an infected type of zombie in some way, shape, or form, but you don't get a whole lot of them.
No.
You know what I mean?
You get noises,
enough.
though.
You get a lot of noises, and you get enough, and you get some glimpses of some faces and eyes that look fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like, they actually look like there's, like, some form of slight mutation type thing taking place that's not, like, 28 days later type of
It's more like
infected.
It almost felt like not quite two, but like 30 Days a Night, the vampires in that a little bit.
Yeah. I kind of know. I totally see what you're saying because it's like there's definitely a difference in like the eyes, the just like the whole look, right? Looks different than just like a dead person came back and they're just like foaming and was ravaged, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looked fucking wild.
Trailer looks wild. The closing segments of that trailer was just the chef's kiss. It was the phone ringing and then like the teeth crunching. It was uncomfortable, but good in every way.
Absolutely.
And I'm so excited for this. I saw the trailer and I was like, I gotta put it on there, and then you put it on there. So really, really excited for that. Psycho Killer. Synopsis. Following the brutal murder of her husband, a Kansas Highway Patrol officer sets out on a journey to track down the perpetrator. As the hunt progresses, she comes to realize the man responsible is a sadistic serial killer, and the depth of his mental depravity and his sinister agenda is more twisted than anyone could have imagined. Cast is Georgina Campbell and James Preston Rogers. Release date for this is February 20th of 2026, and this is also going to be released into the cinemas.
Yeah, this looks fucking wild too.
This trailer looks wild. This kind of just brings me back to all like the Kiss the Girls and Seven. It is by the director of that or producer of that, but like the Bone Collector. It just kind of brings me back to those.
Yeah.
Has vibes of Long Legs, and I know that's again another producer of this one. Yes. And so I'm here for anything serial killer related, especially in movie form.
For sure. Yeah.
And this gets like you feel it in this one, and it's
funny because the very few glimpses you get of what I'm assuming is the killer in this. There was like the one guy where it was like he was like shirtless, but he had the mask on. Looked eerily similar to oh my god, the Last Frontier. The Jason Clarke, where that plane goes down with the inmates in it, and that dude that got on the plane in the mask. Like I was like, oh shit, that looked not the same, but it looked just like, you know, there was a resemblance there. So I was like, oh, that's kind of funny that it's like they're both coming out soon. So yeah, this looks. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm all about them serial killers, so I'm here for it.
Missed opportunity. They should have had like a creepy version of the song Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads playing throughout this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I mean, come on. It's in the name, man. It's in the name.
It's in the name. Missed opportunity.
What's in the news?
The news. What do we got?
I got some news stuff for you. You
didn't
put anything. So.
I didn't see anything that I felt, and I did see the J. Kelly trailer, and then when I went to do it, you had already done it, so
suck it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of anything else that I.
Well,
and the third one on there is something that I had known for a while now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't care about it as much as I did, apparently.
I've never seen the first one.
Well, you got to get on it. Anyways, the news. What do we got? The Simpsons 2. We're getting a Simpsons 2 movie, and that's coming out in 2027. We got a poster for it.
How long ago did the first one come out?
It's 20 years from the release date. So
Oh, so it literally
It came out in
July
2007.
23rd, 2007.
It's like 3 days,
Oh,
4 days before. It was
okay.
like July 27th, I believe, is what I read. But it's 20 years since the
That's
last
crazy.
movie. I mean, The Simpsons is just classic. It's
Fantastic.
the movie. The first movie was great. Spider Pig. Anyone? Yeah.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
I mean,
Can't sling a web because it's a pig.
exactly. So just exciting news out there. This is it's Disney is the owner of this.
Yep.
So but exciting nonetheless.
Does that mean Marge is a Disney princess?
Hell yeah, man. Jay Kelly, the official trailer came out. We saw the teaser. We talked on that teaser. I think the trailer sells this movie a little differently, and it gets you in the feels kind of in the trailer. It's a coming of age adult movie, and I know we mentioned that. I can't think of the movie we were talking about it, but we definitely talked about it. You remember it though, right? You remember the conversation.
Yes. I can't remember what the fuck we were talking
Yeah,
about.
but
Whatever.
that's what this trailer kind of gives me vibes of, and it's you're getting the funny stuff, but this feels like it's gonna be an emotional ride.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
I'm sniffing Oscar season.
Ooh,
Finally, for the one and only
Adam Sandler.
Sandman.
I like it.
The Sandman.
I thought the song playing in the trailer.
Shadow Man.
I thought the song in the trailer was him singing, but it's not.
Yeah. I could see that for sure.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I thought it was him, and looking it up, it was not. Next up, Romy and Michelle's High School Reunion 2 is in the works with the original cast. I'm a big fan of the first movie. I think of being at my grandma's house watching it with my aunts and Aunt Bridget. She loves this movie and we quote it a lot. And then Haley has a great appreciation for it. It's a good movie.
Now, this is Nicole Kidman and Lisa Kudrow.
No, not I.
Not either of them?
No, it's Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, it is Lisa Kudrow. Who's the
but
other
it's
one?
the other one. I'm not gonna remember her name. So, but it's not Nicole Kidman.
I'm googling it. Mira Sorvino.
Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of. Obviously.
Not Nicole
Lynn
Kidman.
Hendricks is in the original. That's cool. She's on Dancing with the Stars right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a masterpiece of a first movie, so don't think that when it's just a comedy.
Yeah.
90s comedy.
Okay.
Where you can have a good appreciation for it. So, seeing that there's a number 2 in the works, it got me excited for this.
Sweet.
And then lastly, just kind of last minute update news, but Kirsten Dunst is wanting to do a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey. She wants it to be more their parents in the role and everything, but I'm on board with. I mean, getting everyone on board for doing another sequel is great.
Yeah.
That said, I still think we need to see another Amazing Spider-Man sequel as well with Andrew Garfield. So if they're going to do a number 4 with Tobey, I still want to see a number 3 with Garfield as well.
As long as neither of those two things lead to us not getting anything else from Tom Holland, then I'm good with it.
No, 100% agreed.
I think just not have.
I think ultimately Tom Holland is the Spider-Man now, and he's earned it. And
yes.
I'm all for the ride with him.
Yeah.
But I'd still love to see a sequel to those two.
Yeah.
But it's exciting to see that she wants to get back in on it. I thought I read somewhere that it wasn't something she was excited about, originally. But it's been years, obviously, since the last one.
The last
2005, 06.
Yeah, somewhere
right
there,
around
20 years. So, yeah.
The heart grows fonder, right?
BlockBuzzin this week is our special segment, and we chose this. Well, you chose this one.
Yes,
you shot it out as the idea 2 weeks ago.
Hell yeah,
before, but before we even were thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
We don't usually think of these things that far in advance. Believe it or not, we're not that organized or prepared. So yeah, Timmy, you wanted us to do Superman, the beginning of the DCU.
And that's why it's
Movies, at
buzzing,
least.
man. It's buzzing
Yeah.
because it's the start of the DCU. It's James Gunn's vision, and this is the start of it. And it was met with very positive reviews for once. You know, DC EU, the Zack Snyder and all the movies that were tied with that. You know, there was some like Man of Steel was highly regarded and Wonder Woman, but a lot of the movies afterwards started just losing
Yeah.
the connection with the fans. But this
Absolutely.
one got everyone back on board. It seems like it was a
Hell yeah.
success in the movie theaters, and I think we're both. I mean, I know you're not a huge fan of Superman, but you were hyped by the trailer for
Yes,
this.
Superman is easily like my least favorite superhero,
Hmm.
historically speaking, at least, because of how just the presentation of him had always been is just it's only this foreign rock is his weakness essentially, and he has every other possible thing you could have, and it's just like how do you make that honestly like how do you make that interesting?
Hmm.
And they fucking did it.
They fucking did it, man.
They did.
So that's why we chose this. Ryan, what did you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed it. My original plan was because, like usual, my time frames to watch things and do stuff is not abundant.
Hmm.
Um, and so I was planning to start it. I started it Thursday night, and no, Wednesday night. And I was like, I can start it Wednesday night, and then I'll watch the first hour because it was like an hour and or 2 hours and 10 minutes or
Yeah,
something
it
like
was
that.
pretty cool,
Yeah, so
short
yeah,
in
but I was like, all
regards.
right, I'll watch an hour tonight and then I'll finish it tomorrow. I was like, that's solid. I can do that. And I watched the whole fucking thing the first night because I was just like, I can't. I'm not fucking turning this off. Like I was glued to it
Yeah.
because it was a completely different take on Superman than we have ever seen before,
Mm.
in my opinion, at least. How I felt about it was I was like, this is fresh. This is new. It's totally different. You're getting, uh, you're getting a full blown human side to this guy. Like so much. The movie starts with him getting his ass kicked,
Hmm.
right? Like spoiler alert, but
Been
I mean
out
that
for
was
a
in the
while.
trailer
Yeah.
too, and but I mean it's literally like it starts with that, and
Mm.
you see him at almost his weakest in the very out like second weakest probably in the movie
Hmm.
out the gate. So that's not something you're used to seeing with Superman. You're not used to seeing that type of thing. You're not used to seeing the his identity known by certain individuals
Yeah.
out the gate too. That was a surprise to me. Like I was like, "Oh shit, like that already is known
Hmm.
here." And again, I'll try to stay spoiler free, but it's still like I don't know. I just feel like James Gunn did a really good job with this movie.
He made it lighthearted, right?
Yeah.
And it was I agree with you. It was a totally different take on Superman. It takes away your like hesitancy, your least favorite thing about Superman. It kind
Yeah.
of took that out of it. Kryptonite was not a prevalent part of this movie
Yeah.
at all, minus a little blip.
Yes. Yes.
And
A maybe 10-minute chunk
it still
came into it.
made like Superman not unbeatable,
Yeah.
right? And so that was refreshing. The more comedy side to it because the DCEU was a lot darker
Yes.
tone,
Yes.
right?
Yes, for
And
sure.
this was more lighthearted. But Lex Luthor was sinister in this one. Like he was
Yeah, dude.
Nick Holt. Whew.
Fucking
Oh yeah, it was
fantastic.
so good. It was just I love his take on it because I mean you had such a lighthearted movie to bring this big bad,
Yeah.
and Lex Luthor is the big bad, and it felt every part of it.
Absolutely.
I love the speeches they both gave towards the end of the movie.
I was gonna if you don't mind me jumping in real
Yeah,
quick,
go ahead.
I was gonna come back to that before we moved on from this because I hadn't seen the movie yet, but I have seen like certain things
Uh-huh.
about it, and I'd watched some videos, and one of the videos I watched was that speech that Superman gave uh, after he like came through at the
Yeah,
end, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
and he said, "You stupid alien," and then he went off on his speech.
Yeah.
I watched a behind the scenes thing of David Cornsweet, and James Gunn not getting into not like a heated like mad at each other, but a heated like exchange over like what is the tone we're trying to portray here, and they weren't on the same page about it, and so like David Cornsweet a couple times like in that called cut mid scene, and it was like one of those things where it was like you could tell James Gunn's kind of getting frustrated because he's like, what the fuck is going on, like how are you not getting this? And David Cornsweet is so into it that he's like, he wants to get this right, he wants to nail it. And like that type of thing that you get to see behind the scenes without having seen the movie or anything, that was one of the things that put me over the top. I was like, I got to see this movie when it comes out on Max, because I was like, it just looks so good. And then James Gunn's been on multiple of the podcasts I listen to, doing like press tours essentially for the movie, right? He was on Smartless, he was on Two Bears, he was on one of the ones that Lindsay listens to also, and so yeah, it was just like made me really excited to watch this movie because I knew it was going to be something different just from that behind the scenes thing. I was like, this is new, this is not what we're used to, and I really enjoyed that. This made me an instant fan of the DC. Now
I'm so pumped.
Not that I was like adamantly against the DCEU. I enjoyed those movies for what they were. They pale in comparison to anything the MCU has ever done. Obviously.
If you compare the two.
It's still like this movie to start the DCU. It made me want to watch Peacemaker. I haven't watched Peacemaker yet. I don't know if you have or not, but I haven't seen any of it. But it made me want to watch Peacemaker. You know, because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm in now. Like I'm actually like I'm in. So
no, I think this movie did a fantastic job just setting up the stage. I think looking back at what the trailer was, it did not give this like. Was there a lot of the scenes in it? Yeah, but the way they sold it was totally different than how it came across in the movie, which I'm all good for. I like this direction, and the movie was fantastic. Highly recommended. It's on HBO Max if you got that. I own it, of course, because why not?
Yeah, of course you do. Bringing us over to our final talking section of the show to this week, and that is the Blockbusters question of the week. Tim, you also posed this one. What you got for us?
Yes, I did. You know, what is your ultimate bad day comfort movie? What about it makes it your comfort movie?
I had a hard time with this question.
I did too, and I was the one that posed it.
And so, I want to clarify the reason why, and my reason why is because it was such an easy answer for me, but I just felt like my answer is an answer I've used for multiple questions on here, and that's why it was difficult for me, was because I was like, I feel like I'm just fucking recycling the same things.
Patch Adams?
No.
Okay.
But I have used that one a couple times on here too. But this one is, I think it's a testament to how good the fucking movie is.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna try to think of another one. I'm just gonna let it go. And it's Wedding Crashers. Dude, like Wedding Crashers was my answer to my own question last week with what I would turn into a horror movie, right?
Wedding Slashers.
Wedding Slashers. I've used the Wedding Crashers.
Such a cool idea.
Multiple times, and there's a reason for that, and so I that's why I stuck with it, because I don't think it's a bad thing. It isn't just a cop out. It's not just me being lazy in my thought processes. It's when I read that question, I immediately was like, oh, it's Wedding Crashers. If I'm having a bad day, I'm laughing at that movie no matter what. No matter what is going on in my life, I am laughing at Wedding Crashers. Right? And I have done that. That's the thing, is like I have taken that movie and I've put that movie on as some of the fucking shittiest, darkest moments of my life. I've watched that movie because I go to comedy, I feel like you probably do too in certain situations, is we turn to comedy and shit to make us laugh in those moments where we need it. And I can't think honestly of a movie better suited for that than Wedding Crashers. And Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are like, Vince Vaughn in himself is like my comfort fucking human, right? Like,
no kidding.
He's just so fucking good in what he does, and it's all just great. And so I don't know. like I said, I struggled for a while after you posed the question, and because I don't remember, you posed it like midweek, I think, something
Yeah.
like that. So it was like I had a few days to think on it, and that was the first thing, and that's what I wrote down because I didn't want to forget.
Yeah.
And then I just kept coming back to it, and then like even yesterday when I made the slides at work, I was like, "Fuck."
Hey, I'm not upset
And
about
I was
it.
just like, I was like, you know what? That's when I kind of like I justified it in my head with I was like, I don't need to justify coming up with something else.
No,
You know,
exactly.
I don't need to anti-justify my own fucking answer. So
You
that's what
had your answer.
that's
You
what it
had a
is.
reason,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, mine. I went comedy as well. I also like to get in my feels too, so it has to be a
Okay.
balance of
Okay.
comedy and the feels.
Okay.
And so, Bruce Almighty.
Ooh, that's a good fucking pick, man.
Yeah,
That's good because
it's
that is definitely in the
it
feels
gets you
and
in the feels,
hilarious.
but it's
Yeah.
hilarious still. It stands the test
There
of
is
time.
so much relatability in that fucking movie.
100, and I mean, a lot of that movie has him having a bad day,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
that's the
literally.
premise of it all,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
really
So
is.
that's my ultimate bad day comfort movie, just because Jim Carrey does a great blend of the get you in the feels, but
So good.
keeping it funny at the same time, and just the whole story of the movie is just great, and it's a fun one, and that's what my ultimate comfort movie is.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. That you just made me want to watch Bruce Almighty again.
Hell yeah, man!
Might have to
Do it!
might have to throw that on the old agenda.
Do it!
Coming up soon.
All right, man.
All right, man. Cheers.
Episode 70.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.